welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth, and today we're talking about Katherine Ebbs and her just walking into this grocery store and acting like it's the craziest thing she's ever seen in her entire life. Honestly, it was wild to watch. And again, my husband could care less, so I am talking about it to the internet, and here we are. So we're gonna get into it. Honestly, I've seen a few videos floating around. I haven't watched them, so I'm excited to record this so I can see other people's perspectives on it. So let's get into it. The only video I could find, because she took it off of her channel, was somebody screen recorded it and then threw it back up on TikTok. So thank you to that person. I really appreciate you. And let's watch it, because I actually haven't watched this all the way through. I saw this also while I was on vacation, and I'm excited to watch it all the way through, and then her 2 follow-up videos to it.
So we are in this teeny tiny little town in the mountains, and we're gonna try and hopefully get all of our groceries for the next 4 days. This is so small town vibes. It's not even funny.
Like, an entryway is a small town vibes. Like, I don't mean to pause like immediately, but it is an entryway. People walk through it all the time. Most entryways are a little gross because people walk through it all the time. It is the most traveled part of the entire grocery store.
I have a feeling this is not going to be good news. We don't even have a cart? This is a simulation. Oh, shit. Here we go again.
It's the 4th of July weekend. You are at a grocery store, which literally everybody else is. Yeah, carts are a little hard to find when you go grocery shopping on the 4th of July weekend.
Yes. While she's grabbing that. You do need a melon? I'm just sitting here laughing. I'm just sitting here laughing. Their fruit does not look good. Like, all their fruit looks bad. I just looked at Lauren, she's like,
what? What do you mean all of their fruit looks bad? Like, are you kidding me? Like, she just showed the melon, she grabbed some grapes. What is she looking for? Like, Erewhon $1,000 fruit? Like,
I'm stressed out. I'm mad at Sam's. Sam's Club and I are not friends. Oh, they threw in a bag of sweetness. Guys, this is not good. Maybe I'll just do these. Aaron, I know, needs some stuff for his salads. At this point, I'm just grabbing shit. I'm like, low-key, we should just order out, because this is crazy. I don't see any 100% beef. This is absolutely insane. Lauren and I literally just keep saying we're fucking mad at Sam's Club. I feel like I'm in a simulation right now.
I don't understand why she keeps saying that. Like, she's in a small town, and they have a regular grocery store, and I don't understand. Like, this looks so normal. This entire grocery store looks like the entire grocery store that I go to on a daily basis, the one that I grew up in an even smaller town. I just don't understand.
4-year-olds. That's fine. Aaron needs them for a salad too. You're good. Okay, I'm seeing ribeye or strip. Do you like ribeye or strip better? This is crazy. Butter. I don't see any normal eggs. Oh shit. Those are ours simply because. Right. Those are ours. Definitely have to hit. Beep beep. We have to hit the fruits and veggies again. How much do you hate me right now?
I mean, not a lot.
Just a little bit. I don't think I could have ever gotten Lauren drunk or high enough to be in this place right now.
Like, can you get?
Baby, I can't get nothing. Baby, there is no plane.
We are not buying anything.
Oh, I didn't see that. My bad. Don't even ask. a crazy experience. An absolutely insane experience. The greatest part is that guys are there, so all we have to do is drive.
Why was going to a regular grocery store a crazy experience? Truly. I have so many questions about like why you'd be like, this is the craziest experience I've ever had. It is literally a regular grocery store.
I love it!
I'm with this cart. So you...
Holy shnikes. You could tell the lady at checkout. Now it started raining. What is happening? Literally, what is happening? Not it randomly started raining.
Jesus, it was.
What is happening to us?
Jesus, take the wheel.
I literally was like, what is going on right now? All I know is we gotta go.
We didn't get ice. We have to go to Green Mart. I gotta go in there. I gotta go shop local.
She says that like it's such a bad thing. She's like, I gotta go shop local. Do you? Is that actually what you want to do? It doesn't sound like it.
We have to get ice.
It's like, we can just forget it. Pretend we forgot it. All right.
Okay, so that's the initial video that obviously like hit the internet like an actual storm because everybody was up in arms about this video, which I get it because most of us live in small town America and most of us just go to a normal grocery store with normal food and nothing is crazy overpriced. I mean, I think groceries are overpriced in general to like eat healthy for a family of two. It's just me and my husband. But other than that, I mean, it's just a normal grocery experience. Let's read some of the comments. I know this isn't comments on her post, but still comments. At what level do you become this detached? That is my question. Like, she is so detached from like the real world and she's just looking at this grocery store as if it's not real. Mind you, this is like a nice grocery store for a small town. True, it's such a nice grocery store. When our small town got a Publix, everybody was raving about how nice this Publix was and the fact that our small town got a Publix. It was crazy. Are we not seeing a regular grocery store? I'm so confused. Because it was a regular grocery store. I'm so confused. She hated everything, but found everything she wanted and left with a full cart of stuff. Facts. Like, she was just like, everything is bad, everything is terrible, I can't find anything, and then left with a full cart of groceries. Safe from even knowing who Katherine Ebbs is. Yes, I actually also did not know who Katherine Ebbs was until this whole ordeal blew up. I'm stuck at how there weren't any normal eggs. What exactly do abnormal eggs look like at the grocery store? I didn't even hear her say that. That's crazy. I'm literally so confused. LL, what's the problem? Yeah, exactly. Literally, what is happening to us right now? Nothing. Literally nothing. Amen. I totally agree with that. This is, I don't know, I found this so crazy. And then she did one kind of a follow-up video and then one apology video, which we're going to watch. But I actually want to go to Instagram first because Tops Market did a full photo shoot based off of everything that she made a comment on. And I want to look at it because I think it's truly top-tier marketing. So you've got this POV, you're entering the grocery store simulation, exactly where they entered. All the beef hot dogs you can eat. Yeah. When she was like, none of them are 100% beef. And she panned through. I was like, yeah, there are. I buy them. I see them with my eyeballs. Sweet potatoes. Love it. Normal eggs. Yeah, I don't know what she was looking for. And the sweetest corn. Can't forget the cherries. Oh yeah, okay, so my spin cherries that she got, I thought that they were grapes. Gotta love King's Hawaiian. Cherry for the perfect salad edition. Wait, there's ribeyes too? Like, it's not an actual grocery store. Didn't expect goldfish. Starting to feel like I'm in a simulation. I really just want to know what was going through her mind. Okay, and then they put on there, it says, POV, you're entering the grocery store simulation. We heard some people are surprised by what you can find at a teeny tiny grocery store in the mountains. The good news, we have over 150 stores across New York, Pennsylvania, and Vermont, and we're proud to serve communities of every size. Whether you're shopping close to home or stocking up for a mountain getaway, we've got everything you need, from fresh produce and quality meats to seafood, pantry staples, and all the best deals in town. Ready to stock up? Shop our Mountain Essentials collections at the link in our bio. Honestly, they knocked that out of the park. That is gold. That is how you do marketing, how you really come back at somebody who is just like hammering down on your company. It was crazy. Yeah, no, this is amazing. Okay, she went from that to posting this video second, and I'm just gonna fast forward through to where she starts talking.
We loaded everyone up in the car. We were like, we gotta go get water. Hobbs is a very nice grocery store, and Jen is the nicest lady ever. She just ran in and she was like, no, it was so much better today. There was nobody in there. It was so calm.
Yeah, because you initially went the beginning of the 4th of July. This is 7/4, so obviously they went the day before, so the Friday before the 4th of July. Obviously it's going to be busy. Literally everybody is going to the grocery store the day before the 4th of July. I don't know what they expected.
We should be reporting that. Right. Yeah. Right. The grocery store was not the problem. It was the situation and the amount of fucking people in that grocery store. We were like, whoa.
Just more of the plain stuff.
Okay, I think that's all they said about it.
But I just...
Yeah, that's literally all she said about it. She made one tiny comment. I think she thought it would blow over, but it didn't, obviously. And people still were, money can't buy class and kindness. True. Some people weren't even able to buy groceries for the 4th of July. Also true. So glad you're okay after your scary grocery store trip. I have nothing else to say. I'm perfectly sad. Pretending the grocery store wasn't the problem after zooming in on the floor, complaining the produce looked bad, just grabbing anything at this point, reiterating how insane it was 100 times. Yeah, you really can't go back on the initial video. Deleting it isn't deleting it. Somebody grabbed it, somebody screen recorded, somebody has it. I mean, I have it. You're right, the store isn't the problem. It's you. Yeah. How weird in making a video about how crowded the grocery store was that you didn't mention a single time that the store was crowded. Weird. I could tell the store was crowded and how she was moving through the store and the lack of produce. And it might not have been as crowded at the time, but it takes a lot of work to keep those shelves stocked when more people than normal come through a grocery store. I've never worked at a grocery store, but I did work at Lowe's one time, and when we had an influx of people come in, it just felt like we could not catch up. It was kind of crazy. So she made this general post, and I feel like nobody was happy with it because we weren't.
What a week it has been.
And so then she came back with this.
What a week it has been. I wanted to come on because I'm not someone to not address the situation, especially at this scale. I took the week off to just kind of be with...
Okay, she says a week. So the last video we watched came out on July 4th. I'm recording this on July 15th and it's going live the next day, so July 16th. But she posted this one day ago, and so she posted this on July 14th. And the fact that she waited 10 days between the last post that she did and this one is honestly kind of shocking to me, because she really was not getting ahead of it.
My family while they were in town. Looking back, the video I had posted walking in the grocery store, did I 1000% have a bratty bad attitude? Yes, I was very, very, very frustrated with the day. I spent weeks to make sure that everything went to plan, and us girly pops putting all the pressure on our shoulders to make sure family birthday parties, family weekends, family trips, everything goes well. I felt like that day was...
But she's not the only one. Like, everybody, it is the 4th of July. Like, if you wanted to make sure everything was going to go smoother, I'm sorry, you are a full-time influencer. You know what you could have done? You could have gone up a day early. You could have gone up and made sure everything was taken care of before everybody else got there. You could have done a lot of other things that in preparation for this. And at minimum, you could have just not posted that video.
Was just a simulation. I was like, if everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. On the flip side, watching it back through the lens of others, I am now well aware that my daily stressors were not reflecting in the video. It was just, again, just a bad attitude, bad energy. And now when I look back, I'm like, I cringe, because it's like my intent versus the impact are miles and miles and miles apart. And that was just, that's not me. That's not me. That video does not reflect my own true character, my own true thoughts. I
feel like it's actually the other way around. I feel like she showed who her true self is, and it came out, and she is now trying to take it back. She's trying to now claim being genuine. She's trying now to claim being personable to other people, when all she showed is that she is no longer at the level as everybody else, and she's not as genuine as she may seem online. And it was caught on camera and then posted for the world to see.
It come from way, way, way less than what I have now. So I know what it's like to not be able to feed your family, going to bed hungry. And so again, that just was the furthest thing from my intention. And I'm like, when I look back, I'm like, if people were to, like, I wouldn't have posted that if like that was what I knew was landing, because
obviously you wouldn't have posted it if you thought that you were gonna get backlash from it. I feel like she should have been more like, I should have realized that I was coming off really bad, and I was just trying to make light of a situation that I was in. But even that, it just sounds bad. All of it sounds bad. I mean, a simple apology. Honestly, I'm shocked it wasn't a Instagram screenshot, or it wasn't a screenshot of your notes app on Instagram apologizing. The fact that she's sitting down and doing it, I mean, she looks like every other influencer sitting down and having an apology, to be 100% honest.
It was the stressors of the day. Not that it's an excuse, but I hope it's something that people can understand where I was coming from. And I am just grateful for the people who have given me grace and who have been part of my community for years, and know that that's not literally anything I've ever preached. So I giggle now, because I'm like, again, I just have so much like cringe in me where I'm like, it's just frustrating. I do want to say the bullying that's come from this has been so unbelievably eye-opening. I have seen people online get ripped to shreds before, but to personally experience it, whoa. I don't condone the bullying. I don't condone a lot of the things that have been said and done. I wish the people that took this moment for their own virality, if they meant to make such an impact and they wanted to make such an impact, I wish they would have been like, hey, let's use her name for the clout, but like, let's use it for impact. And the impact is every single person does deserve fresh produce, and not bleached eggs, not rotten cucumbers. Like, everyone deserves that. I have a brother who's vegan, and that was my number one stressor when I walked in that grocery store. All he eats is fruits and vegetables. And I bought him goldfish and popcorn because those are his favorite snacks, and that was primarily what he ate through the weekend. Was like,
But not once did she mention that. She kept saying that's for his salads, that's for his salads. But I mean, I eat a ton of salads and I keep stuff around the house, but we're adding in like chicken, and it's not a vegan salad for sure. But she never mentioned that, and she was just icked about the grocery store. It wasn't what she wanted, and she kept saying, well, Sam's canceled our cart several times. Yeah, because it's the day before the 4th of July, and they're having such an influx that they probably canceled most orders and was making people come in and get them because it was more of a first come, first serve basis.
more snacky foods. So being a big sister in that moment, like, I was just stressed, and I felt so horrible that, again, everything that I planned was going wrong. And now I was like, oh shit, now I have someone in my household that can't eat. But reflecting and like seeing it through the lens of people who are like, I always have people in my household that can't eat, I know how bad that looks. And it truly was not my intention, and I am very sorry. So I am appreciative of those who gave me grace and who also have understood, like, I'm a human being and we all make mistakes. I've always preached that, but I'm also someone who's always preached accountability and the principle. So here I am. I would like to move forward. I have taken my time off to just enjoy with my family while they were here. And I just am ready to keep growing with you guys, without you guys. If you want to be here, you're welcome to be here. If you don't want to be here, that's totally understandable. But just know from the bottom of my heart, I truly am sorry. So
I just don't believe her. And I feel like I'm not the only person, because first one, this felt so disingenuous, but whatevs. I unfollowed, and I think it'll stay that way. Best of luck to ya. When your phone dies, don't charge it. You know, I really just do love people on the internet sometimes. Babe, it's not stressors, it's privilege. Yes. I think we are missing. I want to apologize to Tops Grocery for being so rude about their store. You talked so down to them. I don't actually think she apologized to anyone, to be 100% honest. It felt more like she was just trying to mitigate the bullying, which I do not condone. I do not condone bullying. I personally don't condone bullying. I do feel like there is a point where influencers do need to be held accountable, but also I feel like the world is at a point where people are over influencers. These people have made so much money by doing nothing. Like, so much money by doing nothing. And a lot of them have made it very fast. And in that, they've lost that accountability to themselves of what the real world is. So the fact that she walked into a real world grocery store and could not imagine about what it was, which was just kind of crazy. But it literally was your true character and true thoughts. That's what I said. Wait, but in your other video, you talked about how it was about the store being crowded and had nothing to do with the actual store. But now you're saying there wasn't fresh produce for your brother. Which one? Like, honey, I feel like you're being caught in several lies and they're kind of catching up to you. I would have just left it undressed because this wasn't it. Yeah. Because I feel like it would have just blown over quicker, but now that she brought it back up 10 days later, it's bringing it back up. Truly. Okay, now we're going to look at a few videos of people commentating on it, and this is kind of how I did it. I kind of like this lady's, like, her take on it. It's, okay, we're gonna watch this video. I really like this lady's take on it because I like this. Katherine Ebbs is a prime example of what I like to call the city effect, mainly because, yes, I've lived in big cities, but I've never felt like part of a big city, if that makes sense. Like, I've lived in San Diego, I've lived in Salt Lake, I now live in Nashville, but I was born and raised in a small town. I love going back to my parents' like acreage, and we have so much fun there, and I really love that. Like, I would love nothing more than to move out of Nashville into a small town and raise our kids. And I know that's not what my husband wants, because he is a city boy through and through, but I find her take really fascinating, so let's watch it.
An example of what I like to call the city effect, and you might ask, what is the city effect? It is when people either move from a small town to a big city, or they've never lived in a small town in their whole entire life, and when they exit that bubble, that perimeter of their city, everything is suddenly beneath them, below them, the scum on the bottom of their shoe. It's absolute disgust. Like, people actually live here. She's over here saying it's a simulation, but in reality, being an influencer in her life is a complete simulation.
Yes, because their life is literally about doing nothing. Like, she doesn't work a normal 9 to 5. She gets up, she films videos, she edits them, she posts them, she makes money on it. Period. That is it. She shops at these lavish grocery stores. And I'm not saying that us as viewers aren't a part of the problem, because we are consuming her content. It's allowing to pay her. The bigger things that she does, probably the more money she gets, because more people are watching, and it's just a part of people's lives that we just don't understand. Because like, I would never understand paying that much money to go to like an Erewhon or things like that. I am a person who would go to that grocery store, and that is like, I don't care how much money we're making, that is my primary grocery store. My husband loves to shop at Whole Foods, and personally I just think it's too expensive, and that's just who I am. I'm like, I cannot shop at Whole Foods. It is way too expensive. That is insane to spend that kind of money on just like general food that I can get at Kroger down the street for half the price. And I will probably never have my mind changed on that.
New York, other than like the high-end areas, are not, if anything, worse than what you saw in that grocery store. It wasn't a bad grocery store. She was able to buy and purchase everything, if not what she wanted or comparable. It wasn't fully stocked because you went shopping on 4th of July weekend. You could go to a grocery store in New York City and you would have the same issues. Go to a bodega corner store in New York City. I guarantee they don't have half the shit you need. She's comparing it to Sam's Club. And this is where like the light bulb, the simulation, they're so out of touch with reality, because unfortunately that's what it becomes. It's like they live in this bubble where the city effect and the whole influencer realm just like fries their brain cells, is that this is a simulation. And she's comparing it from ordering from Sam's Club, which is like in the parent.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. Like, why was she comparing going to the grocery store the same thing as a bulk, like, buying center? Is that how you compare Sam's Club and Costco? I don't remember what you call them. It was just bulk places you can buy bulk from. Like, of course they have abundance of a lot of things.
Company of Walmart. You would think she's private, like getting a private shopper to go shop for her at like the market, getting it directly from the source. No, you are comparing Walmart produce. Yeah, the produce might be picked there because you're going shopping in the Catskills on 4th of July weekend. There's a Wegmans down the road. But you see it all the time, and especially like when people move away from their hometowns and they come back for the holidays, just like everything's like, ugh. But it was fine for you for the last 18 years of your life. Suddenly, like, it's below you. And that is why, unfortunately, like New York and a lot of these big cities, people have this bad taste in their mouth for people that live there, because suddenly, if it's not New York, it's like, I hate to break it to you. New York there's nice parts of New York City, and then there's other places where I'm like, But y'all.
Yeah, there's nice places of every single city, but I'm sorry, the grocery store is not where you, like, make that distinction. Hold on. Hello? Yes, I totally agree with her. There is a level of forgetfulness, I feel like, happens when people leave or have never been a part of a small town. But even that, I feel like there's even in big cities, there's like small town grocery stores. I know that sounds crazy, but you've got to get your groceries from somewhere, and not everybody is buying groceries from these really expensive places. I don't know. I really am interested to see what other people are thinking. I feel like for the most part, everybody thinks that she's in the wrong, and I totally agree. I feel like her apology video would have come across better if she would have apologized to the actual grocery store, because she did disrespect it like right off the bat in her video, and B, just kind of apologize. She didn't have to make excuse after excuse. If she would have just made these two apologies and made it simple and let it go and just say that like, I'm gonna work on it, I realized I'm wrong, and I saw how I acted, and I realized that's not the type of person I want to be, I feel like people would have let it go. I probably would have never even made this video, or I'd have made it and then looked at the apology and made that exact statement and be like, hey, I actually think that is growth and improvement. And in reality, I just think she deflected and was just like, that's not who I am. I don't care. You can say whatever you want about whatever, but I'm going to stand 10 toes down, and that is just how it is. And I feel like that is just what happened. So I don't know. I'm interested to see what you have to say about it. I'm interested to see what other commentators are saying about it, because now that I've made this, I am going to watch it, because I don't like to have their thoughts into mine. So usually if I've made a video, I don't usually watch anything on it until afterwards. But yeah, I'm interested. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I will see you in the next one, and we can talk about the next influencer that does something crazy. I don't know, but I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.